Hello everyone, this is Donna Gray, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales. I am the owner and creator of Stamping with DonnaG. I'm bringing you a fun little project here today. I actually tried to do a live video the other night and my internet was playing up and I had a really hard time with it and it was very blurry, so I ended up taking it down. So I decided that I would record a proper video showing you how to make some wonderful cards, teenager cards, with the Epis Saleabration set. Okay, so the way you can get your hands on this set is if you purchase $90 through my online store, you will be qualified to get this stamp set free of charge. Okay, so what I thought I would do is do a fun, quick couple of cards using this. Now I have done some things ahead of time because of time. So okay, so I'm just going to pop those aside. So what I'm actually going to do for our first card, this is going to be a boy's card. Now for my background here, I have actually I've actually used our brushos and I've used the Perusian blue. I've spritzed my card. I've just used our thick Whisper White. I've spritzed my card. I've sprinkled on my Perusian blue. These are our brushos. Oops, sorry. So sorry about that, a little visit from little Theo. So I've spritzed, used our Perusian blue, sprinkled it on, spritzed again, and that's how I've got the background and let it dry naturally. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do now is with this, I'm actually going to stamp some of the headphones with our Memento ink. I'm actually just going to stamp them randomly all over the brusho background that I've created. So just creating a bit of a background behind the scenes. Okay. All right, so that's all I'm going to do there. I'm also going to bring in I often say they're a bit like the Converse sneakers that the kids are all wearing at the moment. So I'm going to ink it up in my Memento ink. And I'm using Memento ink because I want to use our stamping blends, and our stamping blends are alcohol markers, so we need to use the Memento black ink. Okay, so there we have our lovely sneakers done with our Memento ink. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, I've got the Night of Navy, the light and the dark of the Night of Navy in my alcohol blends. So I'm actually going to go through, I'm going to colour the sneakers. I'm going to use the fine tip end mainly because of how small the area is. I'm just going to colour through. Now if you are new and you haven't used our blends, you do not know what you're missing out on, and I will be the first to say that I'm not a person to colour, but these blends make it so easy to colour that it makes our job so much easier. I actually ordered them in. I didn't order the whole set in. Now I am a Stampin' Up demo and I didn't order the whole set. I thought I'll order a few, have a bit of a play and see how I go and make a decision of whether I wanted to purchase the full set. And I have now gone ahead and got my full set happening. Okay, so I'm just doing it with the light to start off with, and then I'm going to come back through and I'm going to add some of the darker Night of Navy just to add a little bit of shading to these sneakers. And as you can see, I'm actually not being too particular with how I colour. And you don't, the beauty of these blends is that you actually don't get your pen marks when you colour. So they are fantastic. So I'm now going to come back through with my fine end, and I'm just going to do a little bit of shading down around the bottom here and around the front. And same thing down the sides here. Maybe a little bit across the front there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back through with my light and just blend just where that line is crossing over from my light to my dark. Okay. And as you can see, you've got some colouring there, but it gives you that lovely, beautiful blended look. So a bit of a variegated look on your colour. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this card together. Bear with me, I'm just going to grab some black for a layer. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer up my brusho background piece. Now because it has had water, sorry, my kitten has decided that he wants to be part of this video. I'm terribly sorry. We acquired this lovely little kitten. His name is Theo. We have had another kitten, another cat, a female cat. We've had her for about 15 years, and my eldest daughter came home from school and was begging and pleading us, could we have a kitten? And he has now appeared quite a few times in the video today. So I do apologise. So I'm just going to line this up and get a really nice eighth of an inch border all the way around. And because you've because you have done some watercolouring, you need to make sure you use your fast fuse to glue it down so it keeps it nice and flat for you. Okay, so we have a wonderful little actually I'm going to change it up. We have a saying. I was going to do the sentiment, here's to an epic celebration, but I've decided I'm going to use the you're awesome. Okay, mount that up. So I'm using my black Memento ink again. And I'm just going to stamp that up in that top corner. Okay, and now it's just a case of assembling this card. So you can see how quick and easy this card has come together. So I'm just going to fold my base in half. I'm using Pacific Point as my base for the card. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of fast fuse. Whoops. Bit of fast fuse on the back. And we will also have an eighth of an inch of a border all the way around. And to get that eighth of an inch border, you just cut your cardstock a quarter of an inch smaller. That's why I keep saying a quarter of an inch. Sorry, that was on my mind to say that to you. Okay, so we're going to pop up our sneakers onto some dimensionals. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do a male orientated card, and then we're going to change it up and turn it into a female card. And I think with teenagers we all struggle trying to get a trendy card for the kids, but when I seen these sneakers, they're all into Converse sneakers, so I thought it would be awesome. And I'm going to pop that up onto some dimensionals as well. So I have actually done a video on these brusho backgrounds, so if you are watching this on my YouTube channel, you can go back through and see the brusho video that I did. Okay, so there you go. There's a quick, easy boys birthday card, and I'll just bring in the other two that I did in my live video the other night. So I used the red brusho in this one, I used the Perusian blue in that one, and I put the guitars on this. So that's 3 that I've made. I'm now going to bring in, I'll start the female one, and what I've chosen for the female one, I've done our brusho ahead of time. Now this was brusho using an aqua painter over the top, so I've spritzed, I've sprinkled, I've spritzed again, and then I've gone through with the aqua painter. So as you can see, you get flecks of color, but you also get that water wash type of background. So in this one, I'm actually going to do a similar background like we just did in the boys one. I'm going to ink up with our Memento black ink. I'm going to ink up the headphones. I'm also going to ink up the guitar. Okay. And while I've got the Memento ink out, I'll ink up my sneakers once again. Okay, now this time I'm actually going to colour the sneakers with Bermuda Bay, because I'm using a Bermuda Bay background, so I thought I would colour them with my Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to go through fine tip end once again with my light to start off with. In our blends we also have the colour lifter, so if you end up going outside your lines and there's a little bit where it shouldn't be, you can actually use the colour lifter and it removes the colour as well. So if you're not good at colouring, the colour lifter can fix mistakes if you make some. Okay, now as you can see, I'm colouring very quickly. Just using the light Bermuda Bay at the moment. And I know the colouring books were all the rage a few years ago, and I think it's just colouring has taken the world by storm. I think it's a way of people relaxing. But it's bringing our stamps to life, I feel. I'm just going to put some shading in down along that bottom. Same thing on this one, this way and across the front. And then come back through with your light, and just where the dark meets the light, just some little circly motions, and it just blends in the colour. And the beauty of these blends, when they dry, you see not one single stroke mark whatsoever. So we're now going to pop this one up on some dimensionals. And pop it onto our Bermuda Bay. Now I've used our stitch shaped circle framelets for our Whisper White pieces, and I've also used our layering circle framelets for my backing pieces. So they go hand in hand, the stitch shaped circles and the layering circles. I'm actually going to put this one on flat, so I'm going to fold over my base once again. Now my base is cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches and folded in half. I gave myself 2 layers of black, but I have no idea what I did with the second layer. Okay, so I'm just going to layer up my brusho background onto my basic black layer. Okay, and as I said, because we have used water and it tends to warp the cardstock a little bit, I'm going to use my fast fuse to make sure it sticks down really well. And then when you're sticking onto a nice flat piece of cardstock, it flattens out. You just have to use a nice good strong glue to make that happen. Okay, so 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, turn it over and flatten it out. Okay, so we're going to fast fuse on the back again, layer it up with an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Okay. Now I'm actually going to stamp with the Here's to an Epic Celebration on this one. And up in there. Okay. I'm going to cover up my headphones there, but I need to be able to see the guitar, so I'm going to have to do that anyway. Okay, so the lovely little sneakers, or can I get it? Oh, I can get it down here. Yep. Okay, there. And I'm also going to bring in some of our mini tinsel ribbon, and I'm just going to create a nice cute little bow, just to make it a bit girly looking. Okay, so I'm going to make a lovely little bow. Now this is our mini tinsel combo pack. This is in our occasions catalogue. It's really, really cute and glittery, and yeah, comes in a combo pack that you get your gold and you get your pink, but very cute. Okay, I'm just going to make that littler. I just want to make a little tiny cute bow. Okay. And I'm just going to pop that on with a little glue dot, like so. And at the moment I can't find the glue dot, so I'm just going to use some Tombow to pop that on. Okay, so there you go. There is another quick, easy card, but as you can see, you can make it a boy orientated card or a female orientated card quite easily by just changing up your colors a little bit. So I just want to bring in all those variations of these cards that I have done. And this was one that I did in the video the other night. So, as you can see, lots and lots of fun, exciting cards to make. So thank you all for watching, and as I said, if you wanted to get your hands on this stamp set, all you need to do is place an order $90 or more through my online store, and I will have the links down below in the show more comments. Place an order for $90 or more and you get this free stamp set. Okay, so you get that for free. So thank you all for watching, and once again, this is Donna Gray, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, the owner and the creator of Stamping with DonnaG. Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.